It is our dream to earn money by simply doing nothing, especially now that the prices of commodities are on the rise left and right due to the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. Therefore, cryptocurrency has become extremely popular because of the belief that we can make money through investing, particularly with cryptocurrency. With this being said, you need this many Cardano before April 14th, 2022 to earn a decent profit, so make sure to stay tuned until the end for you not to miss anything. Would you be interested in hauling Cardano? So by the 14th of April, 2022, how much ADA should you have in your portfolio? As you may have noticed, the cryptocurrency market has been a bit bumpy since the start of 2022, but it looks like Cardano might be getting over the hump soon. So this amount of Cardano is necessary by the 14th of April this year, depending on your financial goals. Also, we'll go over everything you ever wanted to know about the price performance of the ADA token in this video. Further, it is said that the potential returns on investment for holding 200 ADA tokens at the current price point are significant, so be sure not to miss any of it. First, let's take a look at how the ADA token has been doing, as this information will assist us in determining what we need to know. It is no secret that a steady decline in the price of the ADA token has been observed since the beginning of 2022, keeping it below the $1 mark and not being able to break out of this phase. Meanwhile, there were around $851 billion in market capitalization and a price point of about $1.03 for ADA at the beginning of the year, and there was a sharp decline from the numbers seen in the last few months of last year, as well as the all-time high of more than $3 reached in September of the same year. While February brought some very slight spikes in ADA prices, a technical analysis using the Elliott wave model shows a short-term decline to as low as 45 to 50 cents. But many believe that this won't be the case. At this point in the proceedings, the best course of action will be to face the facts. Would it be worth the risk to invest in the ADA token? Would you hold at least 200 ADAs at the current price? There have been several critics who have said the Cardano blockchain is nothing more than vaporware because it lacks utility. Although some of these arguments are untrue based on emotion, their pessimism isn't entirely without basis. To start, the majority of critics pointed out the blockchain's incapacity to process transactions for its current user base that is sure to expand even further soon. With the launch of the Sunday Swap DEX on the Cardano blockchain, transactions could be delayed up to 16 hours as a result of traffic congestion. Furthermore, it was a serious issue that did a lot of damage to the Cardano network's reputation. While these critics disagree on how much the Sunday Swap DEX will benefit Cardano and the ADA token, they still agree it will be a huge advantage for blockchain. Aside from this, there is a very high likelihood that Cardano can go as high as 5 or 10 times its current value over the next month if it reaches all its targets. For that reason, if holders are looking to make massive gains, they should hold on to at least 200 shares by April 2022. However, as much as we should pay attention to what critics say, it's still beside the point considering that the network's developers have already addressed almost all of these reservations. Meanwhile, we can now consider the various factors that could be favorable to the Cardano blockchain and the ADA token. Also, what would be the point of having at least 200 before April 14th, 2022? Cardano was impressive in its ability to reach the status of being one of the most influential blockchains in the world. According to a lot of analysts, this is not yet apparent in the current market situation. While investors began to lose faith after the huge hype surrounding the Alonzo hard fork did not deliver on its promise of smart contracts and decentralized applications, that is something to be happy about. Moreover, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of IOHK, announced recently that 127 different projects are already being developed for the Cardano blockchain, and that many of them will be published on February 1st, 2022. Although there are some challenges in the current market, the Cardano blockchain is preparing to fully explore its decentralized capabilities. Additionally, as long as this level of utility is combined with the network's ability to offer cheap transactions, there's a high chance of any price of the coin pushing past its bearish phase and reaching $10 or $20. With at least 200 ADA tokens by the time this boom occurs, anyone holding on to Cardano will see unimaginable profits. However, this is not the only issue. I'd also like to know if the network will not be overwhelmed once again after all of these dApps have been launched. Well, the chances of that happening are almost zero, and here's why. At the same time that the developers are developing all the new applications that are going to increase utility on the Cardano blockchain, they're also developing the Hydra scaling solution. Following IOHK, the Hydra upgrade will increase the scalability of the network and position Cardano among the fastest blockchains in existence. Essentially, the solution implements off-chain transactions. In addition to this, by simply processing a lot of transactions within the chain, the network will be able to settle them on the main chain afterward. As a result, the network will be less overburdened, transaction fees will be lower, and the speed of transactions will be lightning fast. Moreover, Cardano plans to increase its transaction speed up to 1 million per second with the Hydra upgrade. By implementing the full upgrade, all the hype about blockchain's lack of utility will be eliminated. Up until now, there have been rumors that the Hydra upgrade will launch by the end of February or early March 2022. If that were to happen, you would not want to miss out on the Cardano action after these utility features are introduced to the network, as its current price is extremely low, and as this window is bound to close ahead of schedule, you aren't going to have to pay more to secure at least 200 ADA tokens based on your income level. Therefore, investing in at least 200 is a great way to take advantage of the low price while it's low. You can then do whatever you want once the price reaches its peak. Also, speaking of scaling, as we prepare for the Hydra upgrade, IOHK announced on the 1st of February that the Cardano network would be expanded. Furthermore, taking into account that a scaling solution is currently being developed and is expected to be released shortly, this makes perfect sense. Aside from this, Input-Output said it would be expanding its block size by 8 kilobytes, which will increase the network's capacity to 80 kilobytes. Furthermore, the company also intends to increase the Pluto script memory units per transaction from 12.5 million to 14 million. As stated in the company's announcement tweet, this adjustment forms part of a loaned series of network optimizations. Cardano will continue to be steadily optimized in a series of measured steps this year, carefully and methodically scaling Cardano for future growth as demand increases. As time passes, one of the things that have characterized the Cardano network's team is its ability to learn from its mistakes. Following all the issues encountered with the launch of the Sunday swap, Cardano has been ensuring that such mistakes and errors will no longer be repeated. Taking advantage of this proactive nature is one of the network's biggest selling points. It stands to reason that if all scaling efforts being announced are implemented on time as promised, the Cardano blockchain will continue to grow and the ADA token will appreciate. In case you are still unsure about the legitimacy of these projects and the promises that Cardano is making, here is one more thing to know. Furthermore, each upgrade or change to the Cardano blockchain must be reviewed by a community peer before implementation. A new feature or change should not be deployed on the main network until it has been fully developed and reviewed by academics. As a result of this level of security, investors can feel confident about investing in the Cardano blockchain. In addition to this, Cardano seems to be the most likely blockchain to gain wide institutional adoption, since it is reviewed by the institutional system before it is used. Furthermore, trust comes with transparency, which is why it is such potential in the Cardano network, the ADA token, and the rest of what they have planned for the first quarter of 2018. In light of all of the projects set up for the first half of this year, the future possibilities for the Cardano blockchain seem limited only by imagination. As such, acquiring or holding Cardano tokens at this time, at the current price, can earn you a reasonable profit once it explodes, once you hold 200 ADA tokens. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Look in the comments section for what to do. Make sure you click the subscribe and bell buttons.